Long before the iPhone took over the world, there was a completely different phone that people were physically addicted to. In the mid-2000s, this single device controlled over half the market. It was so insanely addictive that the media literally nicknamed it after a street drug because users couldn't stop typing on it. Wall Street brokers, celebrities, and even the President of the United States refused to go anywhere without it. Yet within just a few years, this multi-billion-dollar empire completely vanished, crashing to a market share of exactly 0%. So, how did the world's most addictive phone destroy itself? That phone was the BlackBerry. And to understand why the world was so hopelessly hooked on it, you have to look at how we used to text. In the early 2000s, typing a message on a regular mobile phone was a total nightmare. If you wanted to type a simple word like fly, you had to mash numerical buttons over a dozen times while waiting for the cursor to move. BlackBerry changed everything by doing something mechanical. They took a full computer keyboard, shrunk it down, and curved the keys precisely so a human could type incredibly fast, using only their thumbs. It gave physical, tactile clicks that made typing feel satisfying. For the first time, people could type full business emails without even looking at the screen. But their real secret weapon wasn't just the hardware. It was a digital fortress. BlackBerry built its own private, deeply encrypted global server network. It was so locked down that Wall Street banks, global corporations, and world governments practically mandated its use. If you were a CEO or a politician, using any other phone was considered a massive security risk. By 2007, BlackBerry was completely untouchable. They held a literal monopoly on the professional world, printing billions of dollars in pure profit. They had built the ultimate communication empire, and they assumed they would rule the tech industry forever. Until one January morning, when a rival they never took seriously walked onto a stage in California. That rival was Apple. And when Steve Jobs pulled the first iPhone out of his pocket, the tech world completely shifted beneath BlackBerry's feet. The iPhone didn't have plastic keys or an encrypted business server. It had a massive, gorgeous glass screen with a revolutionary interface called multi-touch. It wasn't just a phone for corporate CEOs. It was a mini computer for the entire world. But inside BlackBerry's headquarters, the reaction wasn't panic. It was sheer, arrogant laughter. The executives looked at the iPhone and completely dismissed it. They claimed no serious business professional would ever trade a tactile, clickable keyboard for a clumsy glass screen that collected fingerprints. They argued the iPhone's battery life was a joke and that its heavy data usage would completely crash global cellular networks. They were so blinded by their own massive success that they mistook the future for a passing fad. This supreme arrogance was their fatal mistake. While BlackBerry stood completely still, refusing to innovate, the world moved on. Within just a few years, typing on glass became the universal standard. Apple launched the App Store, transforming smartphones into entertainment hubs, while Android opened the floodgates for cheap, touchscreen competitors worldwide. By the time BlackBerry realized the world had changed, it was already over. They tried to rush out their own touchscreen devices, but they were buggy, laggy, and universally hated. The ultimate communication empire hadn't just been beaten, they had been completely left behind. The numbers tell a story of total erasure. In less than 6 years, BlackBerry's global market share plummeted from nearly 50% to an absolute zero. They didn't fail because their technology stopped working. They failed because they believed their past success made them immune to the future. But the smartphone wars were just getting started, and BlackBerry wasn't the only giant about to be crushed by a changing world. I'll see you in the next story.